Okay, Liam, why in the world you have 2 videos in one review video? Because this is the first time you do this, and then do it again, without reason. And I say that because this is what Liam says a halfway point.
Lucky beggars, there's another episode, and I know some of you are out there thinking,
well, actually, Liam, these 2 episodes should have been covered ages ago, because you've already covered episodes where Ash's Charmander is fully evolved, and now it's unevolved again, so everything's all mixed up.
and honestly, if any of you have a problem with me doing these random 2 episodes that got delayed because of the Porygon incident as a Christmas special,
Let me know down in the comments, because that'll really help with the old YouTube algorithm nonsense.
You know, just saying things doesn't mean it's an answer. Sure, Porygon episode did delay 2 episodes, but that doesn't mean it's answer to why you did that. I mean, for God's sake, does that mean that other episode you cover that are banned should be combined into 2? Because I'm pretty sure the beach episode and the tentacle episode should be combined video 2.
Ho ho ho, boys and girls and everything in between, it's your boy, Bastard Santa, back again, once again, for what? Presents. Christmas. Oh, I'm late. Liam, take over, lad.
Would you believe that cost me $1,000 on Cameo? No? But who cares, because it's Christmas!
I do, because that Santa Claus is fake. And I said that because Santa Claus now call himself Bastard Santa Claus, but also say Ash, which is out of character for him, right, Krampus?
Yeah, I with the pink pony on this one, because he's supposed to represent of joy and hope for good boys and girls, where he never said swear words, but instead teaching them on what is right and wrong thing to do. Am I done here now?
So first up we have Holiday Hi Jynx, which starts off with Team Rocket's Jessie fast asleep. But what's that in her bedroom? Is that a bloody Christmas tree? What a massively pretty she is.
And I got myself right there, because you already watched this episode, meaning you already know this is a trap for Santa Claus to get what they want. And I say that because I watched on Pokefull.
It's revealed that Jessie has built a Santa trap to catch Santa Claus, which means for the purposes of this episode, I'm going to have to believe in Santa Claus.
See?
Which means I'm going to have to believe that parents across the world are comfortable with a strange elderly man entering their children's bedrooms at night whilst they're asleep and unsupervised, but it's somehow okay because he leaves them toys. I'm not saying the concept of Santa Claus raises a lot of questions, but the concept of Santa Claus raises a lot of questions.
Are you serious?
Okay, I'm gonna make this simple. This is not okay. And the fact that this episode was taken out of rotation for a long time, apart from a recolored version that had Jynx's new purple face, makes that pretty obvious. If you're too young to know about the controversy surrounding Jynx's original design, I suggest you read up on it, mate. The TLDR is this. This Pokemon design is very obviously very offensive to a very large number of people, and I'm just glad that they at least changed Jynx's design in the future, although I'd rather they'd have just gotten rid of the Pokemon completely. But yeah, I'm not going to make any jokes about this because it just would not be appropriate.
Yep, indeed. And as long as Rick doesn't do no controversial design again, I'm fine with the design change on Jynx.
The Jynx that enters Jessie's bedroom, seemingly posing as Santa Claus, notices Jessie's broken toy, picks it up, stuffs it into its bag, and leaves. See, this is why I don't agree with kids believing in Santa, because people think they can get away with stuff like this. Anyone else in a kid's room at night nicking toys, the kid would kick off, but someone dressed as Santa, they'll let that slide apparently.
And you ruined it.
Oh my primus sake. Is Liam one of those Yanks on Twitter who love to rain on people's hope, isn't he? Probably so.
Meanwhile, Ash and Co are at the beach where they've encountered, yep, you guessed it, a wild Jynx. And for some reason it's holding a boot, which means it's either just committed a murder, or they've just watched someone drown in the ocean and that's all that's left of them. Could have at least helped the poor sod Jynx. Wait, can Jynx swim? What would a Jynx look like swimming? You know what? I don't want to know. Let's move on.
Referring to Sin 12.
Pikachu thunderbolts the wild Jynx and it has absolutely no effect on it. I swear Ash's Pikachu must be defective. Its power level's all over the place. 1 minute it's killing groups of Pokemon in a single shock. The next it can't even take down a single Jynx.
Yeah, another simple move on this scene. And if Showbro do something stupid again, I go for a truck of knowledge at them for doing something idiotic. Again.
Jynx and Pikachu reenact you trying to avoid being kissed by that really smelly grandparent you only see once a year. That's happened today, hasn't it? It's alright, you can tell us. Yeah, it really do be like that when Granny lays a big sloppy smooch on you. Breath smelling like coffee and Werther's Originals.
Oh! I thought you said you were throwing me Bumblebee! I was until you talked scrap behind my back! Think before you talk, Blitzwing!
Misty thinks the boot must belong to Santa Claus because on the inner lining of the boot there's a picture of him. Look, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I've got socks that have licorice all sorts on them, but that doesn't mean that my socks belong to Bertie Bassett. That is a dated reference, good lord.
Brock suggests that this Jynx may have got separated from its trainer and that its trainer might be Santa Claus. And Jynx tries to reward him with a kiss, but of course he resists. Not like Brock to turn down a lady, is it? Also, what the hell, Jynx? You must know your kisses put people to sleep, so why would you offer that as a reward?
Did Liam seriously answer the reason why Brock doesn't want Demon Kiss? Yep, indeed. And you know what that means? Liam answered himself cliche.
Using telepathy, Jynx shows the gang that it was shining Santa's boot when the ice it was sitting on cracked and floated away from the North Pole. Not being funny, mate, but we already knew that. We'd already established that this Jynx belongs to Santa Claus, and we all kind of know that Santa Claus lives at the North Pole, so this story is just going over stuff that we already know. Stop wasting time, Jynx. Christmas is soon.
Side note, why was Jynx's memory from a third-person perspective? Whose eyes were we seeing through? I'm calling sabotage. Using telepathy, Jynx shows the gang. Using telepathy, Jynx shows the gang.
Using telepathy, Jynx shows the gang.
I swear to Celestia, I guess Liam obsessed with fine type so much that he forget how psychotype works.
Direct quote from Brock.
How's Santa gonna deliver presents without this Jynx in his right hand and this boot on his left foot?
Short answer? Really easily.
Hey, Santa, I'm sure he owns more than one pair of boots. Even if he doesn't, I'm pretty sure he could just go, God, I love some boots for Christmas. Oh, wow, here they are, thanks, me.
And I'm pretty sure Santa has loads of elves in his workshop, and if in this universe the elves are Jynx, then one missing isn't really going to make that much of a difference, is it? They're being way too dramatic about this is what I'm saying. Christmas will be fine.
Really? 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 Release restraint level 1.
Really? You're less concerned for Jynx want to return to Santa Claus because he had more than one Jynx? Are you serious?
As Ash is swimming, he can hear a strange voice urging him to keep going. And when a huge wave drags Ash under the water, we find out the voice is coming from a Lapras, which appears to be at the end of evolving. Damn it, Game Freak, give us that Lapras pre-evo that we all want so bloody badly. Don't tease us like this.
Yeah, that's reasonable. I mean, we don't have Lapras pre-evolution like Snorlax and Chansey does for 9 generations. Like, why exactly?
Ash asks the Lapras if it can talk into his mind, to which the Lapras responds,
Yes.
Now let me tell you why that's bollocks. Now I've looked through the Pokedex entries for Lapras and they do say that Lapras can read the minds of humans and can also comprehend and understand human speech, but neither of those things suggest that it can speak back to the humans, certainly not with perfect diction. Like from what the Pokedex says, Lapras can totally comprehend the information it receives from humans, but in order to communicate back, it needs to rely on body language to imply what it's trying to say, much like Lassie or, you know, all the other Pokemon in the Pokemon world.
You say Lapras isn't blessed by Santa Claus to speak, which is plausible since, you know, he doesn't teleport in front of Ash, which last time I checked, Lapras doesn't learn teleport. But the real tea of it is, why Jynx doesn't have one, even though she's Santa Claus' elf?
Are we really going to ignore the fact that this supposedly friendly and helpful Lapras literally waits until Ash is at the point of drowning before it even begins to start moving in towards the water's surface? Lapras is an arsehole. Pass it on.
Direct quote from Lapras.
I have been watching you for some time now.
Lapras watches kids.
Pity detected.
I'm sorry. I just don't get it.
Oh, mamma mia.
You've got to be kidding me.
Okay, here's where I start to cringe.
Santa Claus asked me to search for one of his Jynx.
I want this Lapras to shut up immediately. How have they taken an already cringy show like Pokemon and somehow made it so much more embarrassing that even 11-year-old Liam would want to switch it off?
Okay, that was uncalled for, mate. Like, why the heck did you call Pokemon anime cringy for one dialogue? Because guess what, buddy? Cartoons always had the cringy dialogue, like SpongeBob does. I don't understand why you said that, which is a sin at its finest.
I'm just saying, how irresponsible is it of Brock to be fishing right now? Imagine if he hooks a Gyarados, they'd all be dead.
Lapras warns Ash that it will be getting colder soon, and Ash says he's pretty tough and he can handle a little cold. Mate, what part of the North Pole do you not get? It's one of the coldest places on Earth, you dickhead. See, I told you should have wrapped up, but did anybody listen? These kids are dumbasses. Pass it on.
I still don't understand about this creature.
Another direct quote from Lapras.
See? That's where Santa lives.
No, that's where Superman lives.
Yes, it is Santa Claus' place. Besides, it's more like the showbro homage DC Comics where Santa Claus gives present to Superman for doing good deeds. Heck, Superman even helped out Santa Claus during Christmas time. Although I wish that 4Kids do the same thing too, eh?
Team Rocket trap Ash and friends under a net and steal the Jynx that was with them, and honestly, the end of this scene is really confusing. Team Rocket head underwater in the Gyarados sub, even though they're literally at the entrance to Santa's island. Ash and Co are all looking up, and Ash is yelling, "Come back!" into the sky, but Team Rocket are underwater, so what are they all looking at?
And how did Lapras get caught in the net? The net is on the surface of the water, so why didn't Lapras just dive underneath and then escape the net? So many questions.
Holy Allspark, did Liam seriously ask how Lapras got stuck in the net? Like, did he never seen a news mention of whales and dolphin get tangled by fishing nets? The heck?
Team Rocket peek into Santa's workshop and notice he has a whole load of Jynx working for him, but since this concept has certain connotations, I'm just going to avoid that and ask the question, why does this machine look so damn confused?
Probably because he got overworked.
Direct quote from the real Santa.
If I have to deliver all these presents without my other boot, I'm afraid my toes are going to freeze.
Just buy another pair of boots, you cheap, lazy old bastard. You have 364 days off a year. Get your ass to Primark.
Dude, shut the f*** up. Like, why in the world you talk to Santa Claus like that? Like, we get it. He told us that his feet would be freezing without his boots. But do you have to name call him like that? In fact, is that the main reason why you have a fake Santa instead of real one? Because Superman would have some words about what you said to his Johnny Fatman friend.
Team Rocket tying up Santa, Ash and Co appear from nowhere, thus proving that Team Rocket's net was completely useless.
James tells all the Jynx they better do exactly what they tell them to do. The thing is, right, all these Jynx have psychic powers, so why don't some of them lift Team Rocket into the air with that telekinesis, and then the others can telekinetically untie Santa? I'm just saying, it's almost like the Jynx want Santa to be taken away, so maybe he's not the nicest boss in the world? Has anyone thought to ask the Jynx how they feel?
Yeah, not gonna lie, that was an embarrassing moment for Jynx like that. Oh, like you did in Thing Pinky King? Did Pinkie Pie told you that?
What? Applejack told him?
You gotta be kidding me.
Santa Claus explains to Jessie that his Jynx didn't steal her favourite doll, it simply brought it back to Santa's workshop so he could fix it, but unfortunately she stopped believing so he couldn't go back and give it back to her. I know this is meant to explain that Jessie is in the wrong here, but in my opinion this is all on Santa. All we've ever been told about Santa Claus is that he gives presents to children, not that he takes broken toys back to repair or anything like that. So if you're gonna do something like that, you really need to leave a note, or maybe have your Jynx telepathically tell the kid that he's just taking taking the toy to fix and that he's going to bring it back instead of leaving the kid confused and traumatized? Also, Santa only comes around once a year, so is taking a broken toy and returning it a year later even worth it? Like, surely the kid's parents could fix it and that'd be a much quicker turnaround for the poor child? Honestly, Santa can try and justify this flawed system if he wants, but this mess is entirely Santa's fault.
So, you're saying it's Santa Claus' fault and not Jynx who make Jesse not believe in him anymore? Like, sure, we don't want to blame on black character because that is racist talk, but Jynx is the one who took Jesse's toy and didn't bring it back after Santa's fix it. In fact, if Jynx could talk,
which is still stupid when Jynx doesn't talk yet.
And mention that toy is fixed and bring it to Santa Claus to fix it, then Jesse won't have a grudge towards Santa.
Oh, direct quote from Lapras.
Christmas belongs to everyone. You cannot steal it.
I'm choking on the cringe.
Okay, now I see why you said that in Sense 66, and I would let it slide if Liam said instead 4Kid stuff is cringy and not anime. Otherwise, you would look like a clown on the internet.
Lapras uses Ice Beam and encases Team Rocket's Gyarados sub in ice. Yeah, great job there, mate. Now they can't go anywhere, but also how are you going to get the presents out?
Having Geodude do a Kool-Aid Man style?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh yeah!
Ash sends out Charmander while still tied up, meaning Ash, Misty, and Brock could have sent their Pokemon out to help at any time, but chose not to. Bunch of pricks.
Ash gets Charmander to use Fire Spin, which not only thaws out the sub, meaning Team Rocket can escape again, but also could have potentially burnt all the presents inside the sub to a crisp. Come on, Ash, mate, at least try and be careful.
Yeah, we are not defending this scene. Cinemurph.
Jesse, for some reason, sends out James's wheezing. What's wrong with her arbor?
Hey, look at that, Gen 1 shiny Gyarados. I'm kidding, it's just an extremely overheated Gyarados sub, potentially roasting all the presents within.
Did he just insult my shiny code prediction by saying it's a joke too that it's overheated?
Oh boy.
Alright, I know that you're sensitive to this whole bio...
Okay. Also, just because it's sometimes nice to point out the good things the anime does, I really like the attention to detail of wheezing going back into the mouth of the Gyarados sub before it leaves. That's a nice touch.
Oh really? And not my shiny prediction, isn't?
Another nice touch is the touch of blueberry you get when you drink Shiny Splash from G. Santa tells all the Jynx to use their Psy-Wave to drag the Gyarados sub back to shore, which I'm just saying they could have all used from the get-go. It's a really big hole in this episode's plot that the Jynx don't use their psychic powers to stop Team Rocket until the very end.
Again, Liam is cooking.
After the Jynx have shaken all of the presents out of the sub, which is weird because you would have thought that the presents would have been in a sealed, watertight section of the sub, but sure, they just blow her up. Look, I know Team Rocket are thieves, but is execution really your go-to response, Santa Claus?
As Ash worried she can't win the contest against Gary's fangirls, and I'm inclined to agree with her. Since if I was watching a bikini contest and a 10-year-old turned up as a contestant, I absolutely would not vote for her. In fact, if I was watching a bikini contest and a 10-year-old contestant turned up, I'd leave. And then I'd call the authorities, although not before burning the place to the ground.
You know, you sound like a bean when you contradict yourself in your own video. You know that?
As Ash and Co stand next to Santa's sleigh, Santa turns to them and says, "No reindeer." Santa, mate, this is the Pokemon world. What a reindeer?
You know what? It's Christmas, so I'm not even going to question the flying ponyta.
Wait, so this is where you finally start acting like Scrooge at the Jolly Fat Man magic? Really?
We have a direct quote from the narrator.
Well, this is one Christmas our friends will never forget.
Yeah, given the PR nightmare Jynx's original design caused for Pokemon, it's probably best our friends do forget it.
And I know why Jynx's Mega Form is still scrapped. Thanks, Liam.
You're welcome.
The episode ends with Team Rocket laying in bed waiting for Santa to come, which is a bit of a weird thing to expect when you've literally just tried to ruin Christmas for the entire world. But then a Jynx appears at the window and sends them all to sleep with a lovely kiss. Although I'd like to think there's an alternate ending where Jynx just flips them the bird and tells them to go themselves.
Do you even process what you say before you say it? Because you sound stupid.
Reach for the speed, reach for the whistle, go where the rail may run. Reach for the words, reach for the story, follow the rainbow sun. To a shining time station, where dreams can come true, waiting there for you.
Hey!
Yeah?
What the hell is this?
Oh, you didn't really give any specific guidelines about mating.
Did you name it?
What?
Did you name it?
Yeah, he's Paul.
Yeah? Well, it's gonna be a hell of a lot harder for you now because he's going the overboard.